Now let us move on to some serious construction. Now that we have learned how to draw an angle, how to draw the bisector of that angle, and how to draw the bisector of a line segment. Now let us see the construction of triangles. Basically, there will be two types of construction that will come in your course of this construction chapter in class 9. So first construction is when you have to construct a triangle in which your base would be given. This is the base. If we have a triangle like this, then this is the base. The bottom one is the base. Base is given. Base angle is given. Let us consider this angle, the base angle, and sum of other two sides. That is this side plus this side. The sum of these two sides are given. This would be our first type of construction that will come of triangle. So we have the sum of two sides, a base angle and base. So we'll be having three things. So let us see how the things goes about it. So let us see the information that we are given. We have a triangle ABC. Let me draw ABC. This is a rough diagram. So we can just draw it like this. This helps us see and visualize things better. So ABC is given. Now we have been given angle B. Angle B would be here. This is our angle B. So it is here. And we are given the sum of two sides. First of all, we are giving our base. Given our base BC, the length of it is given as BC. Then we have our angle B, and then we have AB plus AC. Now, to construct it, we move step by step, and the steps luckily are in this order only. As we first have our BC drawn, then we'll take care of the angle B part, and then finally we'll deal with this part of the triangle construction. So let us move. First of all, the basic drill goes, that is, we have to first construct the line segment BC. And now let us construct the angle B. We can either construct the angle B that is given to us in the question by using a compass, or maybe use a protractor. So we have constructed the angle B over here and marked this ray as X. So our angle that we have got is XBC. Now what we'll do is, we are done with this part, we're done with this part. Now what we'll do is, we'll measure this angle, this side, that is this length. We'll measure this length by a compass and open a radius equal to the length of AB plus AC. And we put the needle of the compass at P and draw an arc. As we have drawn it over here, and we'll mark it as point D. So our next step is to join the sides D and C. Like this, as we have drawn it. And now we'll make the angle DCY such that BDC is equal to DCY. So to construct DCY, first of all, let's draw an arc over here and draw the same arc over here. We'll keep the radius same as this. Now measure the length of this arc and put it over here. Put it at this place and draw an arc over here. The arc with the point where these two arcs intersect would give us the angle that is BDC. Now join the line C and just extend it and mark the point Y on this ray. Now the place where B and X intersect would be at A, and hence we have got a triangle A, B, and C. Now that we have learned how to construct it, let us see its proof. So to prove that, we must prove that our BD, that is this place, we must prove that. Now to prove that our method of constructing a triangle is right, let us see it in this triangle, in this diagram. This diagram is the same that we have constructed in the previous slides. So in this diagram, we can see that we know that our angle ACD is equals to ADC, since we have constructed it that way itself, so that these two angles are same. So these two angles are same. That means this side and this side are equal, because opposite sides of equal triangles are equal. So we can say that AB is equals to AC. Now, in this diagram, we know that BD is equals to AD plus AB. Now we know that our AB is equals to AC. So we can write BD is equals to AC plus AB. And hence we can write it as like this, which means that our statement is correct, because this is coming out to be equal to this and this, and hence the sum that we'll get AC plus AB, that is the sum of the two sides that is given in the question, would be equal to the length BD that we have already considered and constructed as the sum of these two sides itself. Now let us move on to an alternative method to do the construction of the triangle when its base angle, and sum of two sides are given. First of all, we'll carry out our basic drill of making first the base, that is base BC. As the things that the stuff and the information that is given over here is the same as given in the previous question. That was our base BC, angle B, and AB plus AC. So now we'll do the same thing of first dealing with BC, then angle AB, and then we'll move on to this sum of the two sides. So first of all, we have dealt with AC, so I'll just stick it over here. And now we have to make the angle B. So we can make it either by using a protractor or a compass, similar to what we have done till now. So I'll make it over here, and then the angle that is made XBC is that angle that is given to us in the question. So after making it, let us use a compass to measure the angle AB plus AC. Till now it is same as that is being done in the previous question. So we'll just measure the length and keep it as the radius of the compass. Put the needle at B and intersect it over here. The point where it intersects, let us mark it as D. And now join BC. Till now it has been same, but now comes the different one. And that is, to make the triangle, we'll make a perpendicular bisector that is bisecting the line segment CD. Now we know how to make the perpendicular bisector. To make it, first put your needle of the compass on B, and then draw an arc, and then move on to the other side, and then draw an arc. Now, then keeping the same radius, move to C, put your needle over here, and then draw an arc over here, and then draw an arc over here. The point that intersect the two arcs will be called as P and Q. Now let us join Q and P and extend the line such that it intersect B and X. The point where it intersects BX, or we can call it as BB. The point where PQ, that is the perpendicular bisector of CD, intersect the line or the side BD will be at A. And now we'll just join A to C to complete the triangle. And this would be our triangle ABC. Now let us see the proof that follows. To prove that this side AB plus AC would be equal to AB plus AB, so that because we have already made AB and AB plus AB to be equal to the sum that is given to us, first we'll just see that the A point lies on the perpendicular bisector of CD. And hence, since it lies on the perpendicular bisector, it must be having the same points or same distance from D and C, because it will be intersected by same distance arc related to be on perpendicular bisector. And the arc of these radius, or the arc of these of this circle, that is the arc of the circle that of which they belong, must be having same radius to, so that the point A lies on the perpendicular bisector, and hence this AC will be equal to AB, because they are the radius of the circles having have circles that have the same radius. So just that is because this point A lies on the perpendicular bisector, and hence, since at AC is equals to AD, we already know that BD is equal to AB plus AD, and we can write BD to be equal to AB plus AC, and hence we have proved that the sum is equal to the proof to the number, or to the length that is given to us in the question. And hence at this point, this construction method is valid. Now let us move on to the new, or to the second case of our construction of triangle. That is, it is same that in the sense that is given us a base angle, but the catch here is that we have been given the difference of the two sides. Because of difference, we have two cases. In the first case, we have AB is greater than AC. Now, before I move on further, I should mention what is AB and AC. So, in the first case, in this triangle, the base angle is between the larger side and the base side. And in the second case, the base angle is between the base side and the smaller side. Now, who decides whether the side is larger or smaller? We'll see the difference that is given to be given over here. If we are given AB minus AC, that would mean that AB is greater than AC, because the length has to be positive, and positive would only come on the right hand side only if AB is greater number than AC. Otherwise, negative would come out. But length is not negative. Length has to be positive, and that is why AB has to be greater than AC. And similarly, if AC minus AB is mentioned, that would mean that AC is greater than AB. So that is how we decide that which side is larger or which side is smaller. You'll understand much more in a better sense if you when I further do this question. So let us do this question. First, in the difference question, you'll have to have you should construct a rough diagram so that you can get a much better idea. And because it's a little bit tricky to understand, so we'll have to have a rough diagram. So first of all, construct a basic triangle, mark it A, B, C. Now let us see what all is given. This is our BC that was given, that is our base, and then we were given our angle B. Now the angle B is between AB and AC, and in this case our AB minus AC is given. That would mean AB is greater than AC. So in this case, our B lies between the larger side and the smaller side. Now let us see how do we construct it. First, we'll have the same drill of construction, that is, we construct BC, that is our base, and then we move on to we move further to angle B. So let me first draw our checklist. That was BC, then it was angle B, and then it was angle then it was length AB minus AC. In place of plus, we're just having a minus sign. So I have drawn my angle C. Then I'll draw my angle my angle B. So I've drawn my angle B and this grade to be XB. Now we'll measure this length on our compass length and keep it as radius of compass. Put the needle at B and then draw an arc. Now the arc where it intersect B and BX would be called D. Would be the point would be called D, and we join D to C. Joining D to C, join it. Now we'll join C and D. So now that we have joined C and D, we'll do the same thing that we have done before in our previous question, that is to construct a perpendicular bisector of C and D. So to construct it, first I will put a needle over here and draw an arc over here. That is, we keep the needle of the compass at C and draw an arc, and then then move on to other side. Then we'll keep the needle on D and draw an arc over here, and then similarly we'll draw it over here. Then we'll mark it as P and Q, and then we'll just connect these two lines and extend them such that they intersect the line or the ray BX. Now the point where they intersect would be called at A, and that would be at the vertex of the triangle ABC, and hence we just join A to C and we get a triangle AB and C. Now let us see the proof of this. That is, we must prove that AB and A we must prove that AB minus AC is coming out to be the same as that is given in the question. We know that our BD plus BD plus AB is equal to the number or equal to the length that is given in our question, since we have constructed it like this. So in the now here we can see that since A lies on the perpendicular bisector of BC, so both the sides, that is BA and AC, would be equal to each other. They would be equal to each other, as I have mentioned before, because the arc, if I would have drawn over here, would have the same radius, and the radius would be BA and AC, and hence DA and AC are equal. So since DA and AC are equal, we can just replace them over here at BB plus AC would be equal to BD plus D, as it would have been mentioned over here, and hence we can also write BD as equal to, we can just cut it to be B. I'll just put it in B over here. So we can also write A B minus A C, which was mentioned in our question, as it is written over here. It is AB minus AC. AB is the larger term, and we have subtracted AC from here. So hence we have proved that our method of construction was right, and that AC and AB minus AC is actually coming out to be the length that was given to us. Now we'll move on to our second case. Our second case is when the base angle is between the smaller side and the base. That is, if I construct it over here, let us see the question that is given to us. We have a triangle ABC. Let us mark it A, B, and C. So we have a triangle ABC with the base angle B, and the difference of the other two sides, that is AC minus AB is equal to is given to us. So we can, from this part we can see that AC is greater than AB, and the angle that is given is this. So we are given the angle between the smaller and the base side. So now let us see how do we proceed. So first and the most basic thing is to construct the base. So we'll construct it as usual. We'll construct it to be BC, and then you mark the angle B over here. We draw it using a protractor or a compass that may be suitable for the given question, or maybe we are asked to do in the given question. So we have drawn the angle and we have had a ray over here. Now, as we have previously done, we'll measure AC minus B by the compass and put the needle of compass at B. But now we'll not intersect the compass needle over here, but we'll move it backwards and intersect it over here as it is done over here. And we'll mark this point as D and then join D and DC. Now we have the same procedure except this step, nothing is different, and we just have to construct a perpendicular bisector by putting needle at C, drawing an arc, then drawing an arc over here on the other side and putting a needle at B and drawing an arc to intersect the arc drawn by the C and then drawing an arc over here. We have our P and Q and we draw a line to intersect BX ray. And the point where they intersect is at A point. And we'll just join AC to complete a triangle, and our triangle ABD is ready. That is, this is our angle ABD. In the so hence, in the procedure where the angle B is between smaller side and that is smaller side and the base side, we just have to extend or just have to make the cut of the difference given by the compass over the opposite side, that is over the deflection of, or maybe the, yes, you can just say that the opposite side of the line segment A, and hence this line that we have, we just join, we'll mark it as A and join, and then everything else is the same as we have done in the previous questions. Now let us see the proof of it. To prove, we just have to prove that our AB and our AC minus AB, that is our AC minus AB, is coming out to be the same as that was given in the question. So to prove that, we already know that since we have constructed it, keeping in mind that our BD is equal to the question, the given problem. So we just have to prove that these two are equal. So let us see over here that our AB is equals to BD plus AB. And now, since A lies on the perpendicular bisector of DC, that is this. So, as I've mentioned previously before, the sides AB and AC must be equal because A lies on the perpendicular bisector of CD, and hence these two sides are equal. Since these two sides are equal, so I can just write in place of AB, AC equals to BD plus AB, and hence our BD is equals to AC plus AB, and hence proof. In this as it is written, it's just a little mistake over here that it should be AB minus AB, which will come out to be AC minus AB. This is like this.